What's up, everybody? Welcome to Let It Be Known. I'm Darren Randall. We got NFL Browns with us today. Very special host. I'm a very special guest. Appreciate you for coming on.
What's
But
up?
the
What's up?
Browns, man, the Browns just lost, and this is the first time they lost 31-30 after giving up a lead by two touchdowns, and
Yeah,
this with under 2 minutes, and this is the first time in 231,000 games. So out of all those attempts, like the Browns, they gave up the lead.
it was
So
unbelievable, man.
yes.
Unbelievable,
What happened, man? I seen a lot of people are blaming Joe Woods. A lot of people are blaming your defense. What's the real cause of this loss? Who should we blame?
man. I've been a Browns fan for a long time, and I haven't been the biggest fan of Joe Woods since he's came in. But it's been like a roller coaster. It's like he looked good this year, but then he looked bad this year, and then like we got the key pieces on our defense to like we got Garrett, we got JOK, we got Ward, we got John Johnson, we got Clowney when he's healthy. You know, we got guys. It's just they just looked like they were poorly coached. They looked like they were tired in the fourth quarter. They were playing lazy. Like there's no reason to give Corey Davis that much space. Like he's a talented wideout, but he's not Tyreek Hill or, you know, there's no reason he should be that far downfield by himself. And it seems like miscommunication with the defense for sure.
So would you say? So would you say does any of the blame go to K York? Because I seen you guys were up. You
I
guys were
mean,
up, and at the end of it, that PAT. If he would have made that PAT, the game would end up
yeah,
going to
the
overtime. So
PAT, yeah, missing that did hurt big time. But at the same time, you don't give up 14 points in a minute 55 seconds. Actually, not even that. They kicked off to us at like what 25 seconds left. So really, they scored two touchdowns in a minute and 30. No excuses for that at all.
Jacoby looked like he was having a good game. Chubb looks like he's having a good game. Hunt looks like he's having a good game. To me, this whole Browns offense looks the whole team all together was looking pretty good till like the
It's
final the
coming
final
together.
2 minutes. And to me, it's looking like if Watson comes in, when Watson comes in, they should at least if they could get it together, they should be on pace for a pretty good season. If Watson
Yeah,
could come in, get the team in a good mix, but he does have to come in and kind of in place himself when he hasn't played all year. So that's going like it's going to be a whole new chemistry, a whole different vibe. It might be a little hard coming in week 11, but so
well, at least he'll be coming in to like his first game will be against Houston, so familiar face and um, I don't know, it'll be interesting.
yeah, a lot of I keep on. I'm going on Twitter today. I'm seeing on like social media. I'm seeing everywhere I go. Even the meme accounts keep on trying to blame Hunt. I mean, blame Chubb, like it's for not going down,
Yeah,
for not falling down. But you guys the touchdown. It was less than 2 minutes ago. It was a minute 55. It put you guys up by 13. I'm pretty sure any team would have thought that was a win against it was the Jets. The Jets is ass.
yeah,
The
I
Jets
thought we
been
were
ass
safe.
for the last they've been ass for the last 20 years, and you got Joe Flacco who hasn't done shit in the last
Yeah,
like 6-7 years. So it is any blame to go to Nick Chubb to the Browns fan. I know you're with the Browns community. Is any blame to go to Chubb?
I mean, I would for speaking for the most of the fan base, I would say most people do not agree with blaming Chubb at all, and I don't agree with it either. If you're the running back, you're up by 7 with 2 minutes to go. In your head, you're not thinking about going down. You're just gonna get as much as you can, and if you can score, that should seal the deal. You know, like
Yes, he was
that just
having a
doesn't happen.
game, man. He was
But
having himself a game.
once again, it comes down to communication. Like Stefanski, if he would have told Chubb, "Hey, don't score," you know, then
So
we
you
would.
blaming the coach? You're blaming the coach.
I'm blaming. Yeah, I think it was a whole coaching effort. I think Stefanski could have said that, and it could have changed the outcome. Joe Woods could have, communicated better with the defense, and Corey Davis not score that long touchdown to even give him a chance at the onside. They didn't even have
Yeah.
to work for it. It was just one big play, and then the onside recovery. I props to the Jets because That onside kick was pretty
Perfect. You
slick.
never see a kick like that. You never see nobody kick. Like I try this shit in Madden, bro. I'm telling you, I like every time in Madden, I'm down like 20. I'm trying to onside kick, and that shit never works. You can ask anybody I played in Madden. That shit either
Yeah,
goes out of bounds or they recover it, or it's not
I've
further
gotten
enough.
a couple, maybe.
Oh, in Madden, what you playing on rookie? On pro? Because
No,
I've never
I
got
play on
that shit
all
on all
Madden. You already
Madden.
know.
I've
All
never
Madden,
got
you
that
already
shit
know.
in all Madden, bro. In my whole career of Madden, I probably recovered 2 onside kicks. And it
Honestly,
wasn't
bro,
it.
you're better off just like whenever like you're doing the power and the accuracy, like do as bad as you can. Just make it like just say fuck it and kick it.
So fuck up the accuracy or fuck up the power.
Like just do something random. You know what I mean?
Just
Like
say fuck it
don't even think about it. Just like double tap A real quick or something.
as fast as I can. Just fuck it, huh?
I think it is more the accuracy. The power doesn't matter too much since it's onside.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I don't
because I
know.
always try to like kick it as hard as I can because just so maybe it bounces off the player or something. That's how I be trying to look
Right.
at it. I never really
Yeah.
try to go for the location because the location I feel like I don't know, like if it's in their vicinity, they just gonna pick it up and grab it.
Yeah.
So
But
so
it's
so
even
you
harder in real life, like we don't see it happen, that like the odds of getting an onside kick is like what, like I don't even know, like
it was
10%.
I think it was probably was it 10? I thought it was even less than that.
It might be less, but odds are very low. And it's like, why is Amari Cooper on an island by himself trying to get the ball? Like, where is his teammates? Like, you got dudes trying to block instead of trying to get the ball. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I was gonna say your whole special teams unit has been a little bit of a problem, bro. So like, is that
or
coaching
just
as
like
well?
knock it out
Like,
of bounds or something.
yeah, because well, it was somebody on the Jets team. He looked like he was about to go out of bounds. He saved it with like one arm, and then he threw it back into the play. Ended up giving his team a chance, and it looked like you guys originally hopped on it, but it looked like it kept on going. It got knocked around a couple times. Somehow the Jets end up getting it. The whole
Yeah.
defense breaks down a couple plays later. Touchdown. Seen that
If
against the
you
Panthers.
rewatch the onside kick, you would see when the ball got loose, David Bell literally had like an easy like grab, and he just like somehow didn't get it. And
It looked, yeah. That's what I thought. Somebody, I was trying to figure out who was that. It
just
looked like they
like
had the ball.
it's just like everybody collapsed, and it was like just like shocking, honestly.
So now going on. So now this has been 2 weeks. So 2 weeks straight where the defense kind of cracked towards the end of the game. But
Yeah,
last week against the Panthers, you guys were able to pull it out. This game, it shouldn't have been a loss, especially like right now. Speaking, Deshaun Watson's out 11 games. You're with
yeah,
Jacoby. This is
yeah,
supposed to be one of the easier teams, considering like you guys are gonna come up with a lot of tougher teams than the Jets. Like the
yeah.
Jets are ass. We know that. But so these are the games you guys got to win. So are you more nervous for the future heading in? Are
Well,
you
I think
confident that
if
you can
I think
win?
I think if you're a Browns fan, you're looking at the win total and you're eyeing the number 5 or 6. If you can get 5, that'd be like probably more realistic to what we'll probably end up with 11 games. But if you get 6, then you're leaving Watson with a silver platter. Like if he goes into week 11 or week 12, 6-5 to finish off the 17-game season, that's just like that's perfect because if you go look at that 6 games that Watson finishes off with, he can win all of them. Like he could. I don't think he will. I think they'll end up losing at least one, but he could win them all. And if he wins them all, then you know, if you go from 6-5 to undefeated the rest of the way, you're looking at 12-5. That's playoffs right there. And then Browns are more than capable enough of beating anyone in the AFC when it comes to the playoffs this year. I think Buffalo is probably the best team, but I
Yeah,
think
Buffalo. Yeah.
when Watson's out or when he comes in and he's playing like the Deshaun Watson we saw 2 years ago, I think they'll be right there with him.
So you said So 6-5. So that means you guys will have to win what? You guys got 9 more games. You'll have to win 6 out of 9. That means you only can lose 3 games. That's kind of tough. And then especially you got a game tomorrow off a short week going against the Pittsburgh Steelers with a real tough defense. JJ or TJ Watt or not, that defense is solid. Offense
Yeah,
probably
for
the
sure.
biggest question with the Steelers.
Yeah,
But so would you think you feeling confident going in this week that you can beat the Steelers? That's gonna be a huge game. This could
I
really
think
change the team, change the whole demeanor of the team. Starting off 0-3 or what 1-2 is a big difference to starting off 2-1.
yeah, and that's why it hurts with the Jets game is because if we could start off 3-0, you know, finishing the last 8 games, it'd be a lot easier to get to 6-5, starting off 3-0. But you know, it is what it is. And I think for tomorrow's game, I think we're going to see a low scoring game, very strategical. And I don't know. It's going to be a lot of running the ball, I think. It's going to be a lot of Chubb, a lot of Hunt, a lot of Najee. It's going to be, I think it's going to come down to turnovers. Whoever turns the ball over the most will end up losing the game.
So let's say the Browns end up losing this game. Is it time to call Joe Woods? Time to call it a game? Time to just fire him?
It depends on how the game goes. Like if it's a really low scoring game, then like you can't really blame the defense, but they shouldn't let Trubisky score more than 2 touchdowns, in my opinion.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah. You give up more than that, then something ain't right.
All right, man. Well, I think that's the last question I have for you. Then appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah, it's good talking to you.
We starting to lag pretty hard, so I'm about to hop out this way. Appreciate you for hopping on. Thanks for letting it be known. Later, y'all.